What do they have to do to justify that kind of valuation?
Well, more or less, they have to become the next Facebook. And I, frankly, am skeptical of that. But the thing about Snap that I really have to say is it is a great company, very different than anything that's come before. It absolutely meets the needs, anticipated the needs of millennials. It's growing. There are a lot of millennials. They will continue to use it. It could grow into a giant video service for millennials. However, it's being priced, to pay homage to a great recently departed musician. We're partying like it's 1999. This is simply a crazy way to price this company, I think.
Well, we'll get into whether that's the market or whether it's a company, but let's come back to specifically Snap for a moment. As you said, it's millennials, 18 to 34-year-olds, very sought-after demographic when you're talking about video,
right?
Trying to advertise with video.
Sure.
And they have an engagement rate that is through the roof. Nobody has that kind of thing. Oh. Does that make them unique?
Very unique. You can't be very unique, but they are unique. And I think for millennials like my 24-year-old daughter, it's a throughout the day experience. And if they can succeed in showing ads to those people and keep them that engaged, which is not proven, they will have a massive business for serving content to millennials. What's often said in the discussion lately about Snap is that it might at worst be like Twitter. I actually think the comparison is LinkedIn, because what happened with LinkedIn is it was a very well provided company for a certain demographic of business people, all of us, maybe we don't use it as compulsively as young people use Snap, but it was a very solid business for a certain demographic. That's what Snap is. To believe that it's worth this kind of money, you have to believe it will be for everybody, and I don't see that happening.
Well, the question is expansion. Can they expand out either the demographic to go older than they are right now, or can they reach this demographic in new and better ways? One of the genius points of Facebook is, they have Instagram, they have the next thing. Does Snap have that kind of expansion capability?
Well, I don't really think it has the kind of expansion capability that justifies 84 times revenues, which is what it's being valued at the IPO after the trading yesterday.
Oh, we had Ian Sigalo on of Greycroft, and he was making sort of a different case. And he was saying, in part, one of the things is that Snap could really be a proxy for the whole mobile video market. You spend so much time on there. Was it 30 minutes total per day versus Facebook, where it's like, 2 seconds, 20 seconds? Yeah, okay, 84 times revenue. But if you have that kind of potential, isn't the justification legit?
Well, it could be the de facto video distributor for this generation, even as they age. And that is a big business. And it could be a business that would justify a fairly high price. But the kind of price and growth expectations that are being built in here are for a service. And really, a lot of the discussion is as if this was a service that could truly go global and have unlimited growth potential almost in a Facebook-like manner. There really isn't evidence for that. But video will be a huge success for Snap over the long term. I absolutely believe it.
When this got priced in our story, there was a quote from you and it said nosebleed valuation. People throw 1999 around way too much when you see record highs on the NASDAQ, etc. Is this a 99 moment, an echo of it?
Well, it is, totally. I think that the problem is, for the markets or for investors, that there's not a lot of, I think there were 340 companies that went public in '99, tech companies, and there have been 20 this year so far. So people are desperate for a tech company that has gigantic growth potential, especially a consumer one like this, of which there are so few. I mean, the only other company that's sort of on the horizon that's remotely comparable is Spotify. And I do think we are going to see really good valuations for a bunch of other internet companies in coming months. And as everybody's saying this morning, a lot of these companies are hungering to go public soon, looking at what happened here.